All right, thank you very much, Kath. All right, let's bring him on in fine fashion. We already chatted briefly, but his show is at the Trocadero tomorrow night.
You've got to go.
My cousins are coming in town. Never been to Philadelphia. I got them tickets for this show. I'm like, you got to go, A, to the Troc, which is a great room.
And because you want to just kill them.
And B, this is absolutely a show you don't want to miss. And there's standing room only left. The VIP is sold out. Please welcome our good friend Jim Breuer back to the show. Yeah.
I wish I was there live. It's really aggravating.
Dude, it's so much fun when you come here because you walk in the studio door and you just bang.
Bang, bang, there goes the pitch. Oh, my, even pitch it. The ball's way back. Oh, boy, Ryan Howard even shaking his head.
I got to tell you, that's the truth. You end up, we play back, of course, all the stuff we do with you ends up.
Wait, before I even say anything.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just got one of your listeners or one of your fans. I don't even know if he's one of your fans. Well, he has to be.
Yeah.
I put on the Facebook yesterday, not even realizing I'm going on today, the funny freaking movie thing you did with Goat Boy.
Yes.
Nick
Yeah.
Murphy did.
Isn't that great?
It is so great. I'm like, what is this? And then I was like, wow, I'm going to go see. Oh, wait, it was just a bit. It was really funny.
Yeah, last time Jim was here, he did an off-the-cuff movie trailer voiceover for Goat Boy, the movie.
Why it never existed.
And then we had Nick Murphy, our video god here, put some stuff to it and make a video out of it. It turned out really good.
It came out really good. So, yeah, I posted it all over yesterday. It was funny. Someone sent it to me. And then I saw him like, oh, Preston and Steve. Okay, that's where it's from.
Like I got to tell you, we were talking just before about as I said before, Vinny Brand was in here. He says you were working with him on a reality show.
Still are
directing it. He was raving about your ability behind the camera. And is this something that you just have really taken to and really dig? Because it seems like you're solid at it.
I always wanted to develop other talent forever. But I'm scattered, so I'm still like working on me. I'm like, how am I going to do me? But there's not many, but I almost want to be like the Mel Brooks, where I write a film and then pluck guys like Bert Kreischer and the Pete Coriellis in the film. I'm like, oh, he's going to kill that role. Oh, put that guy in that role. And so it's definitely in my future. But with Vinny, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
Vinny Brand. First of all, he runs the comedy club in Jersey.
Yeah.
And when you go there, you have to tell him to bring a copy of the little 3-minute reel.
Okay.
It's his freaking wife that works there, his 3 kids from his other marriage.
Which didn't end well.
No, it did not. So he's got 3 kids from the other marriage who are constantly bickering with each other. The son is... Whatever. I'm not going to talk about anyone. He's got his mother-in-law, his father-in-law, his ex-father-in-law. How freaking awkward is that?
Yeah.
His sister and his cousins and his young daughter is a promoter for a competing theater.
Oh, wow.
So, like, this is gold reality.
Yeah.
And you have a comedian every week. Like, what? So I shot it, caught great stuff. And not only that, he's like the mayor. He's got a farm. He's
Cheap.
coaching. I take him on the road. We'd be in Denver. So he's like, Jim, okay, so it's, I gotta call home because it's like, oh my God, it's, my kid's playing a soccer game. Just excuse me 1 second. So on one phone, he's like, you gotta play left side of defense. This is a big game. Sweetie, put the coach on. And he's like, what do you mean Norton's not doing press in the morning? I need to sell out my Sunday. The guy's a maniac.
Well, he was saying and it was cool because there's so many reality shows where people are just famous for being famous, and they're all orchestrated. They're virtually scripted anyway. And he said what you did is you just said, man, live your life. I'll worry about capturing it. You just live your life.
I said live the life, and then we brought on a bigger guy because that's what they do when you get the money.
Yeah,
investors, they come like, you're going to need a guy. It's like a mafia. All Hollywood is a mafia. What gang you want? You want the Italians? You want the Jewish? You want You want the homosexual? You need to join a gang. You want the African American? You got to join a gang. So our gang hired one of their peeps, and he would be like, "We need a fake fight." Like, no, we don't.
No.
Yeah.
We need a blah blah blah. He goes, "That's all reality." What do you mean? He started telling me, like, I'm not going to say the shows, but pretty much, let's just say every reality show you watch, 99.9, the boyfriends are fake. Everything is staged.
And it's insulting.
disappointing and sad?
It's so insulting. There's this big controversy now about one of the big ones, the Kardashians.
Yes.
There's a car ride.
That's what he's telling
That's
me about.
completely fake.
Yes.
They're sitting in a car.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is that these people are imbeciles. You know they're being fed by producers standing off camera.
Of course. Well, here's the thing. American people are stupid. And that's what it comes down to. That's why people still believe in professional wrestling. As long as professional wrestling exists and people believe it, we'll buy anything. He's the new greatest president. Yeah, he's the next best thing. Yes, he's the modern day Jesus. We'll buy anything. As long as you put on a TV, we just believe it.
Yeah.
It's on the TV, so it must be real. It says it in Pop Dumb Magazine.
Hey, do you think maybe if they just renamed the genre from reality to like scripted reality or something along those lines, it would help people?
No, because reality sells.
Yeah, and they tried to do that. They were trying to have this bizarre hybrid, and people can't wrap their minds around it. So, but there are things. There was. I remember watching. This is blow your mind, Joe. I was watching that show Kendra. And I don't know how the hell I fell into it. But it's supposed to be reality. She's asleep, and the sound wakes her up at night, and she gets up to investigate. So are we led to believe that a cameraman sat in the room while she's asleep?
Right.
And no one asked that question.
I'm even starting to watch. I was on a radio show, and the specialist from Hoarders came in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, all right. Have any of us ever really met someone besides homeless that is that much of a hoarder? You can't tell me they're already like, all right, we need. They had African cockroaches on Fear Factor this week. That'd be fantastic. Let's get African cockroaches and some dead geese. And I need you to come out dry heaving. Come on, man. All of a sudden there's the new epidemic that please. The dumbest thing people fall for.
Hey, Jim, I want to ask you about, I want to go back to Vinnie Brand just real quick because it seems like there's a mutual respect and admiration between you guys.
Yes.
I think because of the way you love and take care of your family. Is that safe to...
Absolutely. I had a big admiration for Vinny. He runs a tight ship with his club, but we come from the old school where you'd grow up and be like, listen, there's God, family, and work. And that's the pecking order. If you don't stick to it, you're in for a disaster.
Yeah.
And if you need to set, he puts his family ahead of everything. And I remember watching him go through the whole thing with his mother, and I used to love going to his club. I'm like, wow, this guy has his mother working the door?
Right.
Like, how freaking cool is this guy? Oh, my God, his wife works here, and this works here. And so, and in my industry, 98% of people aren't even close to that.
Right.
Most guys are either single or they're maniacs or they're doing drugs and they're just whatever. They can't grasp being a family. And
but have you always been
they're
that way?
On the wife or the whatever. And they're messes. They're messes.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask. Like, have you always been that way? Did you stray and come back? Because I remember like you telling stories about when you were a little bit younger and that stressed relationship between you and your father.
Yeah.
And so is it something that you came back to?
No, I think I was always there.
Okay.
I definitely was there. I used to always bring my dad on the road.
Yeah.
I would always bring family on the road. Not to every place, but I always had that as the major anchor. But the reason why it started getting out there more, because I didn't want to fall into that persona of, he is Brian from Half Baked. I'm like, no, I'm not. I love that character, but I'm not that guy. So, at least not anymore. It was a stretch. I'd be lying to you if I said there wasn't a nice stretch. But no, that was always...
A little bit of Nicholson working in there.
Let's just say he had a good time. We all had those ships we wish we would have docked a little earlier.
I'll tell you what, though, and I have yet to see the full thing, but I've seen extended clips of your documentary on your dad, and it's awesome.
Smoke you.
And
it's no pun intended.
What's that now?
I said it's going to smoke you. No pun intended.
Yeah, because I guess we're of a time where. Yeah, that's the kind of relationship I have with my dad. You know, it connected immediately, and people who don't, it'll appeal to people who don't have that particular relationship. But if you do have, if you do connect, the stuff I was seeing is like, God damn it, that could be a scene from my life.
It's a scene. That's why everyone's connected to it. It's called More Than Me. You can only get it when I'm on the road and off my website, and it's powerful. It's there's going to be a day where you have to face, if your parents are alive, do I stick them in a nursing home?
Yeah.
And then if you stick them in a nursing home, you know, it's, did you see Planet of the Apes, the new one?
Right, yeah.
It's really we got nice facilities. We play bingo. We feed them all day. They're going to be great here. Just let us know when you're coming to visit your father. Okay, bye-bye. Dun, 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 dun. Who's the prisoners? It's cold. Shut up, Grandma. We got your bank account. And your children are getting nothing. Send the fun ducks. Well, you take care of them, and that starts dividing families too.
Yeah.
Who wants to do that? It's bad enough cleaning a dog poop, and I got to do an 88-year-old's changing diapers.
Right.
Yeah. God, you think the dog farts are bad? Holy.
But you know what it is, and it's what comes through, and you can see it. Is that you know. You wouldn't be here without, you know?
No.
And so you owe that.
Yes, and I look, you know, he's such a silent figure. Never complained about anything in his life, ever. And then the more I discover about him, like, wow, 10 kids during the Depression, no mother, then he's in World War II for 3 years, then came out of World War II, and they're like, go have kids, have a good time. Forget about everything you saw. It's over. And then two of his friends drank themselves to death. One hung himself.
Jeez.
And never, ever, ever, just always there as a dad. I'm like, good God.
Jim, I remember a story. I remember it was one that Vinny told us last time he was here about your dad and him encountering him. And your dad showed up and said, I was supposed to meet like Debbie or some girl.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I don't know a Debbie or something like that. And he goes, what does she look like? And your dad goes, well, she was effable.
Yes, that's a great way of describing it. That's pretty much him. She was doable. and that's, you know, he'll say things like that. He's 88, and the waitress will come, and he'll say stupid little jokes like, "Would you get angry if I held it against you?"
Right.
And everyone's looking at you like, "What is that, Dad?"
Yeah.
And then they walk away and like, yeah, you think you can handle that? He's a piece of artwork.
So you can, if people go to the show tomorrow night, they'll be able to pick up the movie?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Now,
right.
Tomorrow what I do is I do 45 minutes of storytelling and stand-up.
Yep.
Take a 15-minute intermission, and I come back with the rock band.
Yeah.
And we do stand-up and rock mixed together.
Okay.
Now, I know as a fan, if I go see a show, if you start singing the whole time, like, I'm out.
Yep.
I don't need to see your crossover. So all it is it's almost like a rock party.
Okay.
It's there's hilarious hooks. and then it goes into stand up.
I've seen you with the band, and it's like a review. It's awesome, and it's I know what you're saying because people go, oh man, is this guy trying to become a singer now? It's not the case, and I mean, and you just dominate. There are few that can even come close to touching you, Joe. I'm not just saying this on stage, and it's just awesome. So there's just standing room only. You got to take advantage of it and go check Jim out.
So who's coming? Cousins or nephews or something?
Yeah, my cousin's in town for the first time. He's going to be visiting in Philadelphia, so I'm sending him over. We can't get it. We're getting a sitter for tonight. We got a family thing going on. I can't come tomorrow night, unfortunately. But
no. You get kids. It's a once a month event.
Right. Exactly.
I missed out. I'm not going to make the once a month event.
Yeah. But obviously, we'll make sure we push this and get people to sell that whole room out.
I'm still recovering from September, going to see Metallica at Yankee Stadium. Got home at 3:30 in the morning. I'm just now catching up on my
Okay. Should be well rested. Awesome, Jim. Thanks for taking some time, brother.
You guys are the best.
All right, you rock. Thanks so much, Jim Breuer, everybody.